Well, we have just received a rather chilling warning from Moscow directed to the American people and even Donald J. Trump, warning that it is going to end very badly for everyone if Donald Trump makes certain moves in Ukraine. Now, this is a real threat issued by Dmitry Medvedev. He is the former president of Russia, and he is the one putting this out there. And quite frankly, I believe this is something we need to be aware of because tensions are not getting better right now between Ukraine, Russia, and the United States of America. Things are getting intense. And all of this, by the way, is happening as there is the first steps of the peace process between Gaza, the Gaza peace process between Israel and Hamas. Their hostages have now been released and are at home. My heart goes out to everybody impacted by that. And the hostages are finally home. So just a big shout out to that. And by the way, speaking of happy Columbus Day, I don't believe in Indigenous People Day. I don't care what title they want to give it. It's Columbus Day. So I hope you have a good Columbus Day. But let's dive in to this direct threat that was issued to the American people and to Donald J. Trump. And again, please make sure you share this video with everybody. Hit that like button and subscribe, and make sure you go all the way up to check that notification bell. Otherwise, you could get skipped out on notifications because YouTube does not like to send them out. But with that, let's dive into what's going on. And I got to go a little bit backwards before getting into the threat, because this is what the threat is all about. Take a look at this first article on Fox News. Trump has mulled Tomahawk deliveries to Ukraine if Russia keeps the war going. Obviously, this has upset Russia, but it goes on. Donald Trump goes on to state this, and I want to show you this video because it really hints at where Donald Trump is with Russia. Take a listen.
We're not happy with Putin. I'm not happy with Putin. I can tell you that much right now, because he's killing a lot of people. And a lot of them are his soldiers and their soldiers, mostly. And it's now up to 7,000 a week.
Wow. So he is obviously not happy, and there's lots of people dying. And I believe Donald Trump is truly getting fed up. And that's why he's put Tomahawks kind of on the table here. But here's the direct information on that. It says President Donald Trump said he may send Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine if Russia President Vladimir Putin does not settle the war, calling the weapon incredible and very offensive. And here's the direct quote. Quote, "We gave them nothing, but we gave them respect and some other things," Trump said. He said he hopes the U.S. can provide more arms, but added that the country must also keep enough to defend itself. Quote, "They need Patriots very badly. They'd like to have Tomahawks. That's a step up," Trump said. "We talked about that, so we'll see," before agreeing to send Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine. However, Trump said he may first speak with Russia's Vladimir Putin to see if Moscow wants missiles headed its way. "I don't think so," Trump said. "I might speak to Russia about that in all fairness. I told that to President Zelensky because Tomahawks are a new step of aggression," and it is. As for a potential conversation about Putin, Trump said he might have to tell him, "If this war is not going to get settled, I'm going to send them Tomahawks." So Donald Trump is saying here, if you don't get your act in line, if you don't get your things together, we're going to give them Tomahawks. And oh, by the way, I'm going to let you know before I do it so you can make changes and get peace going in the area. Donald Trump has been very good. He's brought peace to a lot of countries. And now we're seeing the first steps of peace there with this Gaza peace deal. Fingers crossed on all of that. So far, it's somewhat going according to plan. But with that, we're now running into this issue with Russia that needs the utmost attention. Here's the threat that was issued to Donald Trump and Americans after Trump said he was going to send these Tomahawks. And this is also on Fox News. Kremlin warns it could end badly for everyone if the United States supplies Ukraine long-range missiles, it goes on. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev warned that if the U.S. supplies Ukraine with Tomahawk missiles, that could end badly for everyone, most of all for Trump himself. He was called out specifically, according to a Google translation of his Russia language Telegram post. It's been said 100 times in a manner understandable even to the Star-Spangled Man that it's impossible to distinguish a nuclear Tomahawk missile from a conventional one in a fight. Russia Security Council Deputy Chair Medvedev noted. Now, I actually brought this up on Telegram, and here's the post that they reference. And I put it through Google Translation so you can see directly what was said. And here's what it says. Trump said that if Russian president does not resolve the Ukraine conflict, then it will end badly for him. He threatens for the 101st time. In short, if the business keeper is about tomahawks, then the phrase is incorrect. The supply of these missiles could end badly for everyone, and first of all for Trump himself. It is said 100 times in a form understandable even for the Stars and Stripes that it was impossible to distinguish the nuclear version of the Tomahawk from the unusual one in a fight. They will be launched not by Bandera Kyiv, but by the United States. So that is what he specifically said regarding his quote. But basically he's saying, you go forward with this, then all hell could break loose and badly for everyone. Is that a threat of potential nuclear war? Well, it absolutely could be. I hope that's not the case. But obviously, this hasn't been off the table for Russia, and they are a nuclear power. And I think if they get pushed into some kind of corner, I mean, Putin is... I think he can go with whatever way the wind blows. So this could get messy, and hopefully it does not. Hopefully we can get another peace plan like we have seen Donald Trump do in the past and like he's doing right now for Israel there with Gaza. So with all of that, I love you guys. I'm going to keep you up to date with everything that's going on. But the best way to stay up to date is by going to restrictorrepublic.com, subscribe there, become a new subscriber, use the coupon code Lisa and the number 5 to get it for $5 per month. We've got some great information coming up this weekend on Restrictor Republic. Did some videos I'm going to be posting there exclusively. And that is really a place that you can go be yourself, speak openly, and all of that, because there's so many restrictions on these controlled platforms that I really hope to see you there at restrictedrepublic.com. Justice Knight has got some great videos he's posting there today that are exclusive. But with all of that, I love you guys. I can't wait to hear your comments and concerns. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.